Hello everybody, it is Sunday the 14th of September. We're still in September. This is absolutely not the video I wanted to make. I want to see the outcome of my desire fulfilled, and I'm not getting there because I'm being distracted by what is going on in this world. I keep getting distracted. Now, if I talk about my wish fulfilled, it is really a place of peace. Somewhere I can live my life in my own truth. Independence, freedom, space. But the thing is, it is a conflict between the self and all. You know, it should be good for all. And can you build yourself an island in this world, a bubble, whilst the world is going to hell around you? And will that bubble stand? You know? Anyway, so I'm still watching at what's going on in the world, and yes, I was triggered again by John St. Julian this morning. And maybe this is the way, I don't know. Because for your island to exist, it needs to exist in a world of peace. So that maybe the world of peace has to be created first. Right. The truth that people are not seeing because they're caught in the bloody headlights of the Bible. And that is the only truth, and that is the only God, and His will must be done, and we all must go there. John St. Julian was talking again about the 1111, which is the pyramid number, which would be a mathematical depiction of a pyramid system. And saying that is the one, the only true building block of the universe. That is the one, which is not truth. And he keeps talking about the fallen world. The world, the system of this world that is in nature, the truth that is depicted everywhere, even in your own body. That truth is far more evolved than the pyramid system. It is on a higher level of evolution, far higher. If you want to look for a system in this world, the truth of this world, if you want to describe it as a system, it's a conglomerate. It is not a hive mind. It is a conglomerate. A conglomerate is something that is made out of distinctly different parts that cooperate with each other. So each brings their own distinct knowledge and abilities, with the overall intention that it should serve the whole. Everything in this world is like this, including your own body that is made out of distinctly different organs. A liver is nothing like the heart, a kidney is nothing like the liver. Yeah, and they're not inside of your body fighting for dominion. They all give according to themselves to make the whole function as an entire system. To give life. The experience of life. That is the truth of this world. The problem at the moment is that the pyramid system thinks itself to be all. the only truth, and that it must rule over what I would say it perceives as chaos, because its mind is not big enough to see the intricate connections of everything. They're very small-minded. They're quite dumb, actually. Those that think the pyramid, the hive mind, the only truth, are not on the level they should be at as a human being. So this is what we must be, a conglomerate with the intention that it serves all. The pyramid does exist in nature, it does. As I said, usually amongst insects. So we're bringing ourselves down to the level of the insect and calling it an enlightenment, an elevation. So the bees live in the hive mind. Yeah, they sacrifice their workers when they no longer serve. The only intention of the entire hive is to keep the queen bee alive. The entire hive exists to sustain the one at the top, the queen bee. This entire world should now become like that, should it? Because that is the biblical God. That is the truth of the biblical God. Everything should serve Him. Everything is there to glorify Him. You must keep the queen bees alive. And you must sacrifice yourself in order to do so. And anybody that says that is the truth of the universe is a servant to those bloody megalomaniacs. Small-minded, dumb megalomaniacs. And they're not enlightened to any truth. Well, to one truth, obviously, the pyramid system, but they have not evolved to see the greater truth, because even if the bee exists in this world as a hive mind, according to themselves, for themselves, fine. That's what you want to be that. Be that. But the bee itself exists in the greater system, and according to the greater system, it is a servant to the greater system. And that is what people don't see. They don't see the greater system, because they are not evolved enough to see it. They're still stuck in the hive mind level, which is a very low level. And that level is being promoted all over this world. The pyramid is promoting itself as the only truth. And people are dumb enough to fall for it, not to see the greater truth. This world is not formed. This world is on a very high level of evolution or of spirituality. Those that have fallen are the ones that promote the 11:11. They have fallen from the truth of this world. Now, Jesus came into this world, took on the form of a human being, and the truth of the world is in us. It's been given to us. It's been shown to us through the experience. And Jesus rejected it. He showed a way back to the place that he came from, which was a hive mind. Deny yourself. Don't ask for yourself. Everything should glorify the Father. Eden consciousness. Becoming angelic. Yeah, read the book. Angelic are those that have no mind of their own, that will serve God. The one at the top of the hive mind, and that have no knowledge of good and bad for themselves. If God says take a sword and kill babies, glory, hallelujah, it's righteous because God says it. They have no knowledge for themselves. That's angelic. That is Eden consciousness. And we should all go back to that, back into the heavenly hive mind. We are in the truth, in a far greater truth than those small-minded megalomaniacs. We are in a greater truth. We only need to see it. And we need to organize ourselves according to that truth. That's the only way peace will come to this world. The reason why we are destructed is because people are caught in religions in small-minded, idiotic hive minds. And they no longer see the truth. Now, even in the picture of the ascension of Jesus, I just want to show you this here. Yeah? They saw his body ascend into the heavens, whatever that was. So it looks, from ground level, it looks like he's going up. He's elevated. He's going up. But not if you understand that you are on the ground level, you are standing in the light. Then he's been sucked out of the light into the darkness. It is only if you understand that this is the light that you will understand that he left the light. And there was nothing glorious about it. Those out there, those hive minds out there are on a lower level of evolution. Jesus showed the way. He himself fell from the light, from the truth. That was the fall of Lucifer. He fell from it. He didn't go up. He went out of the light into the darkness. And now he's dragging the entire bloody world behind him. And I'm sick of it. The next one that comes to me and tells me Jesus should save you. Yeah? God give me self-control. for that guy's sake. You are in the light. This world is not fallen. It is on a very, very high level of evolution. It is a very evolved system. The conglomerate is way above the hive mind. Way above. Way more complex. That's what you're in a very, very highly evolved system. And the reason why people are destructive is because whilst they are in this highly evolved system, they're doing according to a lower system, which is the godly hive mind. And then destruction is all around them, and they're blaming it on the world. Not on their own action. They're not looking at themselves and what it is they're doing. What am I and what am I in? They're not seeing their own truth or the truth around them. For the love of God, stop following Jesus. Stop following Jesus. Do not become angelic. Do not return to Eden consciousness. But reach the level of this world. Ascend to the level of this world, because it's far greater than your heavenly God. Right, okay. I leave it at that for today. I really don't know where to go, whether for myself or for all. It's not like I'm being hurt. Anyway, see what comes. I talk to you again sometime soon. See you then. Bye.